Psychologists have been interested in this psychological trait for decades. In the 1970s, psychologist Marvin Zuckerman did study that changed the way people think about wanting to feel things. He said it was the desire to have different, complicated, and intense experiences, which is often linked to taking chances. Zuckerman made the sensation-seeking scale, SSS, a questionnaire that measures a person's interest in these kinds of events, in order to find out how much they want them. High marks mean that you like to try new and risky things. Over the years, the SSS has been changed, and now it has a scale for children. It has been given to people from many different backgrounds, including those whose jobs put them in physical danger, who have used drugs or had sexual experiences, or who have been in new settings. Zuckerman's study showed that young people are more likely to want to try new things. People with high scores are more likely to do risky things and gamble out of control, especially when they are in middle school. But school level doesn't have a big effect on the desire for new experiences. During his college years, Zuckerman did things like drink, have sex, and hitchhike to experience the full range of what it means to seek sensations. He said that the desire for new experiences didn't change with age, but the desire for thrills and adventures did. There are differences between men and women in how they want to feel. Men tend to score higher on things like wanting thrills and adventures, being less shy, and being easily bored. Women, on the other hand, tend to do better on experience seeking. On scales that measure how much people want to experience new things, Asians score lower and white people score higher. Sensation seekers are more likely to do dangerous sports and sign up for fighting units in the military. We can put them into three groups: anti-social risk-takers, bold risk-takers, and pro-social risk-takers. High-stimulation people are also more likely to do things like use drugs, commit crimes, drive fast, and play poker online. They may also do dangerous things with their bodies. Next, people who want to get high often show that they want to by wearing bright clothes, getting tattoos, or getting body piercings. They might also be more likely to cheat in school and become obsessed with computer games and the internet. But study on American college students doesn't show a strong link between the two. Studies have shown that extroversion, as described by Eysenck and measured by the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, is linked to high sensation seeking. They have traits like independence, boldness, and a desire for self-fulfillment, and they often don't care about social norms or the needs of others. There is a usually positive link between wanting to experience new things and doing well on intelligence tests, but it is not a very strong link. In an interesting finding, a study in Mauritius found that children who scored high on tests of pleasure-seeking when they were 3 years old tended to score higher on tests of intelligence when they were 11 years old. Now, we're going to explore the most interesting parts of the study on Marvin Zuckerman's ideas and dive into the world of sensation-seeking. People who score high on the sensation-seeking scale tend to have a number of interesting traits. First of all, they often score high on adventure-seeking, not caring about what other people think, and being easily bored. Because of these things, they want to try new and exciting things. Studies have shown that people who are high on the sensation-seeking scale are more likely to live in countries that have become more westernized. Their tendency to look for new and exciting things is influenced by their culture background. People who want to feel something intensely often do dangerous things. This includes things like using drugs, driving carelessly, and having many sexual encounters. They are more likely to take chances and look for exciting things to do. Games on computers. It has been found that people who like to get high spend a lot of time playing video games. This preference for exciting virtual events fits with their general preference for new and intense things. When it comes to psychology, people who score high on the sensation-seeking scale tend to have certain traits. They tend to be outgoing, willing to try new things, and responsible. Also, high sensation seekers tend to be more sensitive to emotional events and have more emotional tendencies. Research has shown that high sensation seekers are more likely to want to become psychologists or social workers than to go into business. They also tend to be politically and religiously liberal and to believe in more advanced ideas. Surprisingly, high sensation seekers are often the only child in their homes or the firstborn child. They may be more interested in trying new things because of how they were born and how their families work. Lastly, People who are looking for a lot of thrills are more likely to have multiple tattoos and piercings. These outward ways of expressing themselves show how much they want to try new and exciting things. The study on sensation seeking and Zuckerman's ideas give us important information about how complicated people are. Understanding these traits and habits can help us understand how different people are in our society. Sensation seeking is a complicated trait that is affected by both genes and the surroundings. It affects how we act, what we choose, and even where we go to work. As people who want to work in different areas in the future, it is important to understand and appreciate the different kinds of people, including those who like to try new things.